Weather could cause major problems for people traveling for the holidays. Freezing rain has covered cities in the upper Midwest all the way to northern New England. One county in New York even declared a state of emergency to keep people off the roads. In Michigan, a plane slid off the runway after hitting black ice. And in Portland, almost 25 flights have been canceled. But as Lisa Balick shows us, these cancellations have nothing to do with the weather.
A big backup waiting for passengers to arrive this morning. Here's why. Alaska Airlines had too many crew members and pilots calling in sick. The number of pilots and crew members calling in sick caused delays for hundreds of Alaska passengers. Many headed into the Portland International Airport this morning. Many of the flights canceled were coming in from California. Travelers are a bit frustrated, but were being rebooked on later flights. Some say they expect troubles this time of year.
I have never really had a bad experience flying. I mean, it's always, there has been delays, there's been cancellations, maybe hanging out in the airport longer than you would like, but I've always gotten there.
That's why some travelers try and book early morning flights. So if there's a problem, they can get booked on a later flight and still get to their destination on the same day. Even if the weather is fine here or where you're headed, the cancellations are a reminder to call an airline before you head to the airport. Not just if you're flying somewhere, but also if you're picking somebody up. Instead of getting caught up in all this when you head to the airport to pick up somebody this week, your best bet is to call the airline and check to make sure that flight is arriving on time. At Portland International Airport, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.
And with so many people traveling for the holidays, we wanted to check in with Bruce to see what our forecast looks like here in the Northwest. Pretty warm, really, for us.
Well, it has been warm. We're going to be cooling down, Jenny, but we're also going to be drying out. I want to show you the way the mountain passes look in case you're, headed out on Christmas Eve to be somewhere Christmas Day, going to California over the Siskiyous. It'll be a dry drive. I-84 over the Blues. It will be a wet drive, possibly slick spots in the morning. And then as far as what happens over Mount Hood, it's been dumping tonight. Rain, not snow. That's Highway 26 and 35 right before the sun went down. So our travel forecast in the Northwest over the next 48 hours looks like this. First of all, the coast range, the Cascade Passes and the Blues will be mainly dry, save for where snow's melting, and you get those streams across the road. Just watch for some slick spots in the mornings with the chilly temperatures over the mountains. Columbia River Gorge, dry with fog and frost areas developing at times, especially in the morning hours. Otherwise, you're good to go. And for the I-5 corridor, dry as well. But morning fog and frost will become an increasing issue here in the valley as we go through the next few days. I've got details on your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day weather coming up in my complete forecast in just a few minutes.